Hello, my beautiful people.
I greet you wherever you're watching me from. It is your boy Obule Godwin, aka Niger Trucker. In case you're joining my channel or any of my social media handle for the first time, all I do is truck and talks. I'm a truck driver. I go about showing you everywhere I go. That is why they call me Thought Trucker. So on today's episode, it's not going to be brief. I think it's going to be a little bit longer because I'm going to be explaining some stuff. Many of you guys has flooded my DM with a lot of help messages. I want to learn truck. I want to get connection through your company. But the simple truth is, I don't have connection to give you because the procedures in my company is very rigorous. I can't single-handedly give you job offer. Even manager cannot do that because there are many offices where your document has to go through before you get a job in this company. So I'm going to be giving you the processes so that you will see how hard it is. And I'm not going to tell you that this is a very hard something. It's not that hard. It's just patient. If you can get patient and go through all of that, you will see it is very simple. But if you don't have patience, you may see it as a hard processes. So the number one here I have on my list is the document you are going to bring to this company in case you want to apply for a driving job. Is number one is Class G license. You must be a Class G license holder, valid one, and it must be up to 3 months before its expiry date, and police report or a written letter from your village chief or village king. Another one is state of origin, certificate of state of origin, birth certificate, national identity card, that is your NIN. Another one is any school certificate. That this means that if you have primary school certificate or secondary school certificate or diploma, degree, anyone, or even if you don't have, just make sure you appear here in person. Another one is full passport photograph and full picture. That is what I wanted to say. So you can see the list are very rigorous. If you check this list now, it will go different offices for cross-checking. So after your paper has gone all through these offices and it appears that you are genuine enough for such vacancy, that is when they will ask you to come for oral interview and a practical driving test. And if you pass that driving test, that is when they will ask you to bring your grantorship. You bring somebody that will stand for you. After that, and this grantorship has to bring some document too, which that one is after you might have done this, and they will give you list of the papers you will bring for your grantorship. After that, if you finish that, before they will call you for a medical test. If you pass your medical test, you're good to go and think everything is done, and that is when you will be called to wait for appointment letter. After the appointment letter, that everything is done. All right. You can see that nobody in that company has power to give you job single-handedly. If any manager says he's going to give you a truck, it is after they give you appointment letter, which the appointment letter is going to be signed by the manager, overall manager, that is executive manager of that company. That is the person that will sign the appointment letter. That is after it has gone through account, assets, transport offices. All those offices will put hand in your paper before it will now go directly to the executive manager. And after signing, before you now have the access to get a ID card, from there you start talking about how to get a truck. That is when the manager can tell you that he will give you a truck, and I can believe you that the manager is saying the truth and he will actually give you truck, because that is when he has the power to do that. But if you are just somebody who came today, you don't have any of these documents, he can't promise you that. Even me, I don't have the power. Where I have power is after you got this appointment letter. If they give you appointment letter and you want to get a job in my fleet, I can take you to my officer and say, okay, my officer, this is my friend, this is my brother, this is my cousin, please can you give him a truck? Can you allocate a truck to him? And I will sign a surety, because that is another one. You have to get a surety in this company. That is, you have to have a surety, a driver, somebody whereby if anything happens to your truck, they will contact him immediately, maybe to help you drive your truck or to give information about your whereabouts, something like that. Without that, you still have other grantor. This grantor is the one that they are going to hold liable if you damage the company's property. Maybe you destroy their truck, or any goods in your custody is lost, something of that nature. That is, so there is difference between surety and grantor here. So I think I have always mentioned everything. So that is why I don't have power to give you job in this company. Everything has to go through that processes. You have to really calm down, have patience. That is why many people say they are doing tribalistic in this company. I'm not sure nobody's been tribalistic here, because many of those people you see, they are being patient. They have a lot of patience to go through all that processes before the job was given to them. So you have to follow that. And why it seems as if there are a lot of them here is because they have understand how the team works. So they have a lot of patience going through that. They don't do rushing. They already made up in their mind that they must work in this company. So whatever, even if they pause the process, they are still here waiting till when they will start employing again. So that is why you see a lot of them in their truck. They are having like three three drivers, four drivers, three qualified drivers with license, because they want to stay here and see whatever that is going in that company at that moment, so that anytime the process reopens again, they will be the first to get the information. And even sometimes they will do it very fast. So that is why you need to stick around this company. So I think I cleared many of you guys said that curiosity, and maybe you can just try your best, and I can't wait to see you on the road. Stay tuned, and again, like and follow our video so that you will be getting updates like this.